or is throwing, or is another sensational headline, you pick and then you are followed, are you going to be sacked by the cartels that are obviously now capturing the nation?
Is that the feeling you're getting?
I think I want to commend the media, the fact that you are bringing out these issues. But there was 2 weeks ago had said you are not giving us the faces of those who are actually dealing and wheeling. You started and you brought a few faces during the maize scandal. We saw some faces during the sugar scandal. We saw male faces. The people who we think could have capacity to actually deal in the manner and capacity that we are seeing. I think the media must take its position, because without that, then we are not going to get the information. You put a certain pressure that is not elsewhere, because people don't want to be exposed.
And the question is, have we done that this time around?
No, I don't want to give you are you bringing the real names?
Out of 10? Or what would you give us?
Okay, I could give you 5 for now. I could give you 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's not bad. But we can do better. I just want to say that we all can do better. We should stop doing business as usual, because we are taking, I mean, it can't be scandal after scandal and we are not getting the real answers. Okay. So go deeper and get the real story.
Yes.
Yes.
Because, okay, and I need to welcome Senator.
Sorry, let me say that this power issue is really a very serious issue. If there is one major project or the program that the government has come up with that can change the country, the economic status of this country, the lifestyle, you know, make a meaningful change to the ordinary Kenyan. You have seen where the government has been connecting. Then we should stop joking, because then we could have a whole, a whole fake work. And really, we can't do that. Okay. This can really hurt.
Yes.
So we want to commend the government, and we want to go deep into the story.
Okay. Senator Cherargei from Nandi, karibu sana.
Asante.
We're discussing the role of the media. Now, the thing is, it appears some people are seeing it as a rather curious coincidence, or a rather feeling that this is a bit funny, that in 2018 we are seeing headlines and more headlines about scandal after scandal. Yes, is it that the media is becoming bolder in revealing these things, or is someone using the media to cover up for their own misdemeanor? Immediately after the NY scandal, the maize scandal came. Immediately after that, the KPC, Kenya Pipeline scandal was there. Immediately after that, even before we paid enough attention to that, sugar came. And now we're seeing another one, Kenya Power. We could be starting, we could start probing that as well. In quick succession, do you think someone could be using the media to cover up for other things?
Thank you and good morning, viewers. I want to say media must sell. So at the end of the day, they are also in business. Number two, the gains that are being enjoyed by media under the new constitution has never been seen before in this country. Of course, there are some issues, you know, we need media also to be objective. Of course, media are not the court of law, or they don't have a judicial process where they can, even after revealing the scandal, they still that process of DPP, the judicial process and any other process. So I agree, looking back, way back, I think media has become more bolder than before. At least we can see some level of objectivity, and I think you are doing very well, around 60 to 70%. Unlike before, and therefore
that's a good assessment. That's
unlike before, where editors could receive phone calls to change a story, or some news could be twisted to reflect another angle. But I think all this, it is important also. But sometimes, even as these scandals come up, as even now, it shows that in fact nowadays, in fact, I once commented even in Senate that nowadays, in fact, Nation or Standard gives us more information about corruption allegations in this country more than even the DPP or EACC. So it means even as much as you reporting objectivity, we need to partner as Kenyans so that as we fight corruption, it becomes a collective responsibility, not only on the multi-agency that fight corruption in this country, but also with media and any other stakeholders that mean well for the country. So I think it becomes bolder, but we hope as media gains the trust, and also they should maintain integrity and objectivity going forward.
Okay. To be fair to the other ladies who were here earlier, I've asked the two latest panelists to rate the media on a scale of 1 to 10. In as far as exposing corruption and the role that the media has played in as far as putting these on the headlines.
I think I'd also do a 6 out of 10, primarily because we've had a lot of information, but I've had a problem with fact check, because you want news, yes, but you want it to be factual and as accurate as investigatively possible. So 6 out of 10 for me.
6 out of 10?
6 as well.
6 as well.
Because you know, we have to losing stories. You lose marks for that. You know, losing track of stories, forgetting, and then getting others on top and so on. But what I'd like to say about that power story is, if you look at the transformers that are being installed across the country, what is surprising is just how quickly they blow. So that today communities are happy that they have a transformer, but then tomorrow the transformer has blown, and now you're waiting for repairs and so on, and that story might then hold some weight, and then power going on and off, you know, and so on. And transformers, I don't know whether they're Chinese or where they are from, but they have a problem. You know, they have a problem, these transformers.
It is a discussion about defective transformers at Kenya Power Storage Yard in industrial area. The company denies paying for them and claims the supplier will take them back. And there's a promise here. Power Farm promises, cross its heart and hope to die, you will not pay for this. But
no, but I agree with Mheshimiwa Wanga that when you go around in the villages, there are so many defective transformers or others that are not working. So at the end of the day, they could be a problem, as been reported. So we expect an expeditious process to tell us what is really going on, because you go to some primary schools, their transformers are not working. Some villages, they are happy. Its transformer has been there for 6 months, for 1 year. So we need to be told what really is happening, so that at the end of the day, in as much as the government is doing a lot of ensuring that we have electricity connectivity to the lowest villages in this country, to remote areas, that power supply must be constant, efficient, because you can imagine if it blows up, it can even cause fatalities, or can cause economic sabotage, because they can burn businesses, can burn houses. So at the end of the day, that issue must be dealt with once and for all, so that as we don't reverse the gains that we have maintained as the government is trying to connect power to the remote areas in this country.
Yes, once again, the media has come up with this headline. At Kenya Power stores in industrial area Nairobi arose upon rows of rusting and leaking new transformers, which the firm had rejected as defective. Now it has accepted, paid for, and is fitting equipment it knows to be bad. This story has a potential to blow up into something.
So this picture now is what was found.
Yes, this is a Kenya Power storage yard in industrial area Nairobi. That photo on the front page. Of course, this is just an expose, and of course, probably more details will come up later.